Las bandidas.
Recuerdos que me llevan a soñar. Bandidas las que un día aprendieron a amar. Dulces como tus besos, dulce el sabor del tiempo, como un barril añejo, todo un recuerdo, son las bandidas de mi corazón. Bandidas, bandidas, los recuerdos que me llevan a soñar. Bandidas, bandidas, tú y yo nos volvemos a encontrar. Tomaremos otra copa hasta el final.
Las bandidas.
Bandidas,
Las bandidas.
quiero amar.
What you have done to me is despicable, to say something very respectful.
And what? Well, I think it's time for me to leave this house.
Careful, slow down. I'm sorry, ma'am, but you have to wait here.
Please save him. I'm begging you.
Don't worry, we'll do everything possible.
Who is dying, Fermina?
Alonso is dying in the hospital. He's dying, Remigio. Well, they just called to tell me Alonso is in the hospital in serious condition, Daddy. And you just said that Alonso isn't going to bother me again. How should I interpret that? Tell me.
What are you insinuating? That your father has something to do with that?
Where are you going?
Bandidas,
Las bandidas.
quiero amar.
My goodness, Dinora, if you want to get out, that would be a definitive decision to make.
Well, that's really what I need to do, Ricarda. To make a definite decision.
Oh, to lose a battle doesn't mean you've lost the war. You've got to understand that.
Ricarda, that's important when there's still hope of winning the war. But I've lost everything, Ricarda. I can't deceive myself.
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself, Dinora.
I deserve this. For being naive. For thinking that all these years with Rodrigo could do something good for both of us.
Oh, I don't like seeing you like this. Because you're suffering thanks to my son.
That doesn't matter, Ricarda. Let's face it, the problem here is that I am tired of waiting. When Rodrigo told me that there was nothing between us anymore, well...
My darling, men say those things sometimes. But listen, please stay, I insist.
Tell me something, will you? Woman to woman. Exactly how much would you be willing to put up with if the only man that you love wants to be with another woman? With another woman. A woman who is not you. Tell me, Ricarda, how much? I've reached my limit. I'm done putting up with all this. I have to do this because I'm just tired. And that's my decision.
Mother? Is something wrong? Mom, what's the matter?
Nothing really. I was just thinking. I would have liked so much that my life, my children's lives, would have been different. I would have liked that so much.
Emergency.
He's getting worse. I don't think you will survive.
Dinora, why are you here?
You scared me, Rodrigo.
These are the keys to my laboratory. Why do you have them?
That stupid veterinarian. I hope he dies.
What you just did will haunt you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, please, Sergio. I don't buy those kinds of excuses. So tell me then. You're behind what happened to Alonso. Yes or no?
Vicente,
Yes, it's me.
why are you here?
I came here personally, so you will clear things up once and for all.
Miguel, I need you to go look for Marisol and bring her here to the hospital. She still doesn't know what happened. You'll have to tell her about this. And please be very careful with what you say to her, understand? We will tell her the rest once she gets here. Miguel, honey, call me when you get there so I can know that you are all right. Hurry up. Doctor, how is Alonso?
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I'm afraid I don't have good news for you.
I'm sorry, what do you mean? What's the matter with Alonso?
I don't like to say this, but you have to be prepared for the worst.
But why, doctor? What's the matter with Alonso?
Your husband probably won't survive another day.
No. What? No.
Bandidas las que un día aprendieron a
Las
amar.
Bandidas. Emergency.
No. No, doctor, this can't be.
I wish I didn't have to tell you this news, ma'am.
But why isn't he going to recover? He's a young man. He's strong and healthy. Tell me.
It's true, but he lost too much blood. And he's suffering from generalized contusions that complicate a possible recovery.
What are you going to do, doctor? What do we need to do so he can recover?
We'll keep him in the intensive care unit for the time being, and we're doing everything we can to stabilize him.
And if you do that, will he recover as soon as possible?
As I told you before, ma'am, even if we try to save him, your husband's condition is extremely delicate. The next few hours will determine what will happen to him. We just have to wait, but you have to prepare for the worst.
No, please, doctor.
And other than that, the tomography showed he has a cerebral concussion. And this definitely complicates his situation.
Doctor, no. No, no. Alonso can't die, not now. You've got to save him. Please save him, doctor.
We're doing everything possible, miss. Now, if you could please just go to the administration to sign some papers. Just tell them that you're the wife of Mr. Alonso Cáceres, the patient who was just brought to the emergency room. They'll tell you what you have to do.
Doctor, I just want to ask.
Please, excuse me.
Dr. Martinez, proceed to intensive care.
Vicente, I don't think this is the place or the time to speak about this, please.
You're wrong, Corina. This is the best time and place to talk about this, okay? So I'm not going to leave until the whole situation is cleared up. Corina, how could you have
Listen,
deceived
you
me
do
in
have
such
the
a
right
way?
to ask for explanations, but this is my father's house,
I
all
have
right?
all the reason to do this here. So if everyone has to know, let them know. Let them find
and I
out.
won't let you shout at me in this house. The fact that you and I have a problem doesn't give you the right to yell at me.
you
want
afraid?
to talk?
Huh?
Then be respectful.
Yeah? What are you afraid of? You're afraid everyone would find out what you did? Corina, how could you love...
Don't you dare say it out loud here, Vicente.
Then what? You want praises?
You came here to talk.
Yes.
Okay, so listen to me. There is no one at the office right now. So follow me, show some respect. Because I deserve it.
You did it, didn't you? You tried to kill Alonso.
I don't know where you got that.
I know you well, Sergio. This job has your signature.
As if I'm the only one that wants that pig to die.
You were drinking with Oligario in the office, What were you celebrating?
I was simply having a few drinks with my future father-in-law. What's so special about that?
Nothing special. If Alonso wasn't in the hospital now, and Oligario wouldn't have told Fabiola that he's not going to bother her anymore. Tell me the truth. Why did you do it?
What did you want me to do? What did you expect? Did you think he would leave without a scratch? After all the problems he caused us? What happened to him was well-deserved. So I don't know why you're even worried.
You just took advantage and got even with him.
So what? He was sentenced anyway. Oligario wasn't going to let him be disrespectful like he was. But what has that jerk done with the women in this house that all of them act like imbeciles? Look at yourself. Look at what you're doing. You are now defending a jerk who despises you.
Lower your voice. Do you want them to hear you?
I'm just telling the truth here. Look at you. You're defending him.
That's not my problem. Your problem is that you're a coward. You sent someone to beat him to death because you don't have the guts to do it.
Shut up. If you open your mouth, I can destroy you in 1 second.
Don't you dare threaten me! You don't know what I can do!
These are the keys to my laboratory. What were you doing with them?
I don't know, I was mistaken. I was looking for a piece of paper, Rodrigo. I just wanted to write something, since I thought it would help me clear my mind.
You know that I don't have any paper in my office desk. And if you needed paper, you could have asked for it instead.
I didn't know that you were already home.
I know you know well where the papers are and that you don't need any type of key to get it. So tell me, why are you here?
Oh, come on, Rodrigo, just forget about it.
What's wrong? Why are you so nervous? I'm simply asking you to tell me the truth.
Oh, please, Rodrigo, I'm not nervous. I was just here trying to... No, it doesn't matter.
Wait. Dinora. I can see you're acting very strange. Don't lie to me. Tell me what you were doing with the keys. What did you want to do? What did you plan to do?
You know, when I got there to work with the professor, Corina, and saw you living here in San Lorenzo, I couldn't believe how lucky I am. I couldn't ask for anything better.
Vicente, please, enough of that. I don't want to listen to you about our past relationship.
I know, but I want you to listen. You know, for me, I never thought this happiness I had felt for you when we were together, Corina, would break my heart into pieces. For being sincere. For trusting you and Rodrigo. How could you have done this to me, Corina?
Stop. Just stop accusing me, all right? We're both guilty. It's not just me. You came here for an explanation, so please listen.
I want you to listen to me, Corina. Do you know what I am feeling right now? Can you tell?
Of course, I know that. But I'm asking you, please understand me, because we never wanted to make a fool out of you. Never. We didn't mean to hurt you. Rodrigo and I did everything possible to suppress our feelings because we knew our relationship would make things complicated. Rodrigo cares for you, and so do I, Vicente.
Nice way to show it, isn't it? Making a fool out of me? I can't believe it.
Vicente, I know that it seems crazy, but this wasn't planned at all. I wish you wouldn't suffer like this just because of me. But before this happened, I realized how I really felt about you. That's why I broke up with you, because my conscience couldn't keep on deceiving you.
You made me believe you loved me, Corina. You were even willing to marry me and
Because
all.
at first, I thought it was possible. Because I really thought that I could do it, but as time went by, as the days, the weeks, and the months went by, I realized what I felt, Vicente. I realized that I didn't love you, that I loved him.
Enough, okay?
You see that? You came here to hear the truth, and now I'm telling it to you. So you will understand, Vicente. Even if Rodrigo and I wouldn't have been able to have a relationship, I wouldn't have been able to have anything with you. I couldn't keep deceiving you.
You're lying, Corina. You're lying. He knows it. He knows I love you because I told him 1,000 times. He should have never interfered between us. You're a couple of frauds. You're a bunch of liars.
You don't have the right to raise your voice in my house. I won't let you insult me here. You're asking me for the truth, and I'm giving you the truth. And I'm very sorry, but this is what you had to hear. You either accept it or not.
What if I don't want to accept it? What if I don't believe it?
Let go of me! Do you want them to see us? Take your hands off of me!
That was your game? That was what worried you? Another idiot in love with that jerk?
Let go of me! Don't come any closer or I'll kill you!
Don't be ridiculous, Malena. You wouldn't be capable of going up against me.
That's precisely what Forero thought. And now he is dead!
So you're the one who killed Forero.
Las Bandidas.
Bandidas las que un día aprendieron.
Las Bandidas. Emergency.
I'm a man, Fabiola. A man who's willing to do everything I've done for you to believe me. But your pride was stronger. And because of that, you'll end up with another man. No one is going to love you like I do.
You're a dead man. I'll make you pay for this.
Have you finished filling out the forms?
Thank you. I never thought that you would have the nerve to show up here, Fabiola. Why are you here?
I don't have to give you any explanations. There's no reason why I have to justify my presence here. I'm just here because I care for Alonso, and because I want to know what's going on.
Then you better ask your father about it. He must know a lot.
Do not judge my father.
Fabiola, he threatened Alonso in front of everybody. You were there.
Yes, he did threaten him, but you were not there. You don't know what happened back then. Only speculations, and that doesn't prove anything.
Your father threatened Alonso because he was supposedly involved with his wife. With that crazy woman, Malena. He did it in front of everybody. So how can you say that I shouldn't suspect your father? Oh, please, Fabiola.
It's already empty. Malena, come here a moment.
I'm going to lose my temper with you if you continue to yell at me that way. If you don't have anything to say to me, then just leave.
Why then? You don't want them to know what's going on? How you made a fool of me? How you lied to everybody?
I'm very sorry that things happened the way it did. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to. That is the reality, Vicente. For goodness sake, just accept it. I don't love you. That's the truth, all right? And Rodrigo feels terrible because of what's happening to you. He understands your feelings about what happened, and I wanted to talk to you.
When were you planning to speak with me? When were you planning to tell me? Of course, when you get tired of making a fool of me and laughing at me? Thanks to Dinora, I found out before other people, before your father did, Corina.
Dinora? What does Dinora have to do with any of this?
What's going on here? Why are you arguing?
Why do you have to talk to me in that tone, Rodrigo? Did I by any chance make a serious mistake looking for a piece of paper?
Dinora, I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. I know perfectly well that you were lying to my face. What did you want with those keys? That you'd walk into my laboratory and find a glass with, smudges of lipstick?
Enough already. Enough. Don't keep on humiliating me with this, Rodrigo. It isn't my fault if you want to use that place just to meet up with your lover, right?
We've already talked about that, and I had made it very clear that this has nothing to do with lovers. This has something to do with feelings.
Oh, with feelings, you say? Rodrigo, everything just seems to be so easy for you, huh? And now it turns out that 10 long years of a committed and honest relationship with you, 10 long years of love, of affection, and giving myself to you just means nothing. And everything to you is simply solved with, I don't love you anymore, so let's end this.
What do you want me to do with my feelings? You want me to lie to you?
That doesn't really seem to be a problem for you, Rodrigo. I mean, look at you. You've been disloyal and dishonest. To me and to poor Vicente, who is devastated right now.
So you were the one who gave him those keys?
Yes, I did. So what? I just felt that I had to take your masks off, Rodrigo. The boy had every right to know that you have been betraying him, in spite of the fact that he gave you his trust. This farce is over, Rodrigo. And you are going to pay for what you did.
Of course. Why didn't I think of this before? You were the one who killed Forero.
You don't know what you're saying, but he deserved it.
Who else would have a reason to get him out of the way but you? He extorted you. He extorted you. Because that was what he used to do. Because he was an ambitious man, and he wasn't going to let the opportunity of getting money from you go to waste since you're married to a millionaire like Olegario Montoya. He pushed you to your limit. That's why you killed him. To get rid of your big problem. Isn't that right? Hey, relax. Just relax. You don't have to answer. Your reaction has told me everything. You killed Forero.
So what? Because your hands are stained in blood as well. You just did it again because you sent someone to kill Alonso Cáceres.
You know, anyone in my father's place would have said the same things, more or less. I'm sure that any man in his place would have said exactly the same thing if you tend to ask them anyway.
Why didn't you do anything?
Of course I did. I stood between them to avoid a bigger problem. What else did you want me to do?
To defend Alonso. You know the kind of woman Malena is. You could have said that she was lying.
No. If I did, I don't think that would have helped the circumstances, Martha.
I see. The fact is that you and your father think alike. You think Alonso deserves what they did to him.
No, that's not true.
You know what the truth is? You don't think Malena is to blame for everything.
You know what, Martha? Don't talk to me about that woman.
I pity you, Fabiola. It's unbelievable how your arrogance won't let you see how special and how wonderful Alonso really is. That he would be incapable of hurting anybody. But that's your problem. I just hope that all of this will end well and Alonso will recover. Because now that he is free, I will make sure that he'll forget you. And I am going to turn him into a very, very happy man like the way he deserves.
What happened? What did they say? Tell us!
His condition is serious. It's really serious.
Oh, no.
He's very ill. The doctors told us
that he might die. No, this can't be. Oh no, Miguel, you again? I already told you I don't want to speak with you. Is it hard for you to understand that?
Marisol, I didn't come here to talk about us.
Okay, then why are you here?
Listen to me. I don't want you to get nervous because of what I'm going to tell you, okay?
What happened? Tell me what happened.
Your father had an accident.
No! What happened? What happened? Where is he?
He was rushed to the hospital. My mother sent me here to look for you so I can take you there.
Let's go!
I'm sorry, but I couldn't help but to come here and I happened to listen to your conversation. What's going on?
It was just me and Vicente.
We were just sorting out some relationship stuff. I'm sorry if I raised my voice, Mr. Olegario.
Don't worry about it, boy. I know enough to understand that There are times that couples have to argue about something, but I know once they make up and have calmed down, then everything always goes back to normal.
Right. They sometimes have to argue.
We tried not to raise our voices, but we bothered you anyway.
Well, it can't be helped. Montoyas are passionate. Start learning how to tame this mare, okay?
Dad, do you mind, please?
You know, in times like these, someone has to intervene. So better fix that right away. Oh, and as soon as you're done arguing by tonight, can you please give me the exact date when you want to schedule the wedding? It would be a great idea if there were 2 weddings at the same time. Fabiola and you.
Bandidas las que un día aprendieron
Las bandidas.
Bandidas las que un día aprendieron
Las bandidas.
I see you finally understand. I hope your son will figure it out too, Eugenia.
Did you call for me, nurse?
Doctor, he's reacting. It looks like he's getting worse.
No, in fact, it's good. It means he's getting better. I wasn't expecting to see any improvement.
Do you think that he will make it?
I don't know. He's been holding on to life. He's still fighting. He must have a purpose to keep on fighting for his life like this.
Maybe
Don't
you can
give
get
up,
something to
Fabiola.
eat.
Okay, sure.
Have faith in
Try
him.
to see what I can find around here.
Heaven is powerful and great. You'll see that. How's my father, Martha? What happened to him?
Marisol, you have to calm down, all right? Be strong. You have to be strong.
Unfortunately, the veterinarian is still alive. So you can't put the blame on me for his death yet, Malena.
It doesn't matter. You did it, and that's it.
Malena, there's nothing to do now. Just think about it. It would be good for all of us if the veterinarian disappears. Look at yourself. You've lost control from thinking about that jerk. All of your fights with Fabiola have been over him. So stop with all this nonsense and open your mind. You killed Forero, and that's very serious. I hope there was no evidence left that may incriminate you. What are they going to incriminate her for?
Thank you for not telling my father. I appreciate it.
I did that because I'm not a traitor. And I'm not irresponsible. I wouldn't tell your father that you left me for his worst enemy. Knowing the conflict between the families,
Okay,
Corina.
that's enough. I appreciate it. We have to solve what happens between us. And in any case, sooner or later, I will have to confront them because what I feel for Rodrigo is not going to disappear.
Corina, please don't say that. Could you do that for me? Even if it sounds foolish. It hurts to hear you say it.
All Vicente, I never played you for a fool. Never. You would have been the ideal man for me if it hadn't been for... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Corina, I don't know if I can forgive you. Maybe not now. I'd never loved anyone like I loved you, Corina. How could you betray me like you did? Corina, I don't wish you bad luck. Really. But the worst for you is yet to come. And it won't come from me.
Wait, before my father came in earlier, you mentioned Dinora. What does she have to do in all of this? What does she know?
We are the problem. I wish you all the luck in the world. You will need it, Corina. Goodbye.
What now, Gaspar? What did you do this time? Careful, careful.
What happened? What happened?
Wake up. You fell asleep here in the office. Hey, come here. Get up. You have to get out of here and go to bed, okay? I wonder what it is you did to be like this every day, Gaspar. Come on. Come on.
What I want to do right now is
take you to your bed. Come on, come on. Be careful with the door. Be careful, careful. That's it. Alright, just take it easy.
It was terrible, Amparo. Terrible. Vicente made me feel so ashamed.
That's enough. Don't beat yourself up for this, sis. Please don't. No. Listen, at least Vicente's still trying to act like a gentleman. After all, he hasn't said anything to Dad.
I don't want to. Imagine what will happen when Dad finds out about this, Amparo. I don't want to hurt Vicente, and I don't want the love I feel for Rodrigo to end up destroying him.
No, that's not going to happen. Do you think that he may have mentioned this to anyone else aside from you?
I don't know. But he said something about Dinora.
What?
As if she knew something, or he just mentioned her. Then I asked, but he didn't say anything.
If Dinora already knows, the poor woman, it must have been difficult for her to accept.
Dinora has been with Rodrigo for 10 years. She's been his friend, his partner, his lover, all those years. And it hurts so much to see her, especially when I ran into her. I had to face her, and she was feeling so bad when...
No, I can't believe this. So what did you do? What did you tell her?
I felt bad. I felt like the worst person in the planet. I felt so bad for her, but I couldn't do anything. I knew everything she was telling me, but there was nothing I could do. I felt so bad seeing her like that, so alone. Without any friends. I know Dinora is a good person.
It's all right. It's okay. Come here.
What crime has she committed? Crime? No, there's no crime, Mr. Olegario. I heard it very clearly when you just said that they could incriminate her. And there's no other way to interpret that. I'm sorry, Mr. Olegario. Maybe I didn't use the right term. I wasn't talking specifically to Mrs. Malena. I was just trying to explain my view to her about the whole problem that came up with a veterinarian that started right after the way he insulted your wife. So maybe the threats to the veterinarian may incriminate her. That's what I'm trying to say, to be exact. Okay, but in any case, they would have to accuse me. Because I was just trying to defend my wife from an abuser. You are right, sir. nobody can claim that I or anybody else in this ranch is responsible.
I hope so. It would be very unfair if they blame us for something we didn't do.
That's right. But let's not talk about that for now, because in your state you shouldn't worry too much. It wouldn't be good for you.
That's precisely what I don't want. I don't want the problems to affect our son. I mean, why do they have to accuse me when all I want is to live in peace with you, in harmony?
Anyway, Mr. Olegario, I think this is a family matter. With all due respect, if I may, I'll go get some rest. Excuse me.
Me too, Sergio. I would never deceive or hurt anybody, and you know that, darling.
There is something that I want to ask you.
Tell me, what is it?
Do you remember the doctor who confirmed your pregnancy before? Did she prescribe any medicine?
Why are you asking that?
Well, because earlier, I found the syringe in the wastebasket in the bathroom.
Las Bandidas.
Bandidas las que un día aprendieron.
Las Bandidas.
I can't believe it, Ricarda. I can't believe that after everything that we have shared, after everything that we agreed on, Rodrigo suddenly goes crazy. He throws everything away for that woman.
But my goodness, Denora. You're the one that's throwing everything overboard now. Don't you think it's time for you to think about things? Like leave your pride aside?
So what should I do? Huh? Should I stay here? Here in your son's house?
No.
You want me to... After everything that he said to me, I'm not going to do that. I still have my pride.
I beg you, it's in your hands. This isn't only my son's house, it is also my house. And you are my invited guest here. And besides, this is the time to think very carefully. You were able to unmask the both of them. Now you have to sit down and just wait.
Wait for what? Wait for them to laugh at me?
No, oh goodness, no, don't think that way, darling. Do you think an Irazabal and a Montoya can end up together? No, it's impossible. Listen to me and see what's going to happen. Things are going to go back to where they have to be. Wait until the day is over. Wait. Anyway, you can't leave San Lorenzo at night alone.
All right then, Ricarda. I'm going to take my things to another room, but then I intend to leave tomorrow. Ricarda, I really have to leave. Everything that I risked in order to be here, everything that I have done to be with Rodrigo has gone to waste. I can't bear this anymore. I just can't stand it. No, I can't, Ricarda. I have to leave tomorrow. Look at you. You have been disloyal and dishonest with me and with poor Vicente, who is devastated right now.
So you were the one who gave him those keys?
Yes, I did.
I'm sorry, Dinora. I didn't mean to cheat on you. Remigio. What's going on?
I'm talking about Alonso Cáceres. He got beaten up and almost killed him. They're still not sure, but it looks like someone tried to rob him, but no one saw anything. There were no witnesses. They don't know anything.
And where is he?
He was brought here in the clinic here in San Lorenzo. Yes, Mr. Rodrigo. Don't worry, I'll keep you informed.
I'm sure my father didn't do it. I know he can't do this.
I feel bad for you, Miss Montoya. You'll have to excuse me for what I'm about to say, but Strangely enough, your father threatened Alonso, and look at what happened now.
Remigio, it would be better for you to keep your mouth shut. Just be quiet.
I need that because the doctor gave me a prescription for the pregnancy. It's a vitamin complex, and Miriam helped me inject it just a while ago. So I'll surely be in the best condition for the high-risk effects of my pregnancy.
Then why didn't you tell me?
I didn't think it was important. I know you're quite stressed with all the problems and everything that's been happening in this house. I couldn't give you one more thing to worry about.
Everything that has to do with you is important for me. Especially if it has to do with your health, now that you and I are going to have a baby.
It's fine. This vitamin complex helps to prevent malformations of the fetus. But it's over. That was the last dose. Now what I want is to lie down. Today has been a very tough day. We need to rest now, darling. Isn't that right?
When is the doctor coming out to update us? Maybe he's getting worse.
Marisol, please don't think that.
Calm down, darling, all right? There's nothing we can do but wait. You know, your father, he recovered from the snake bite. He's a strong man. He's going to recover from this too. You just have to have faith, my dear.
Okay, but why did they attack him? Why should they beat him up when he's not doing anything?
You see, Marisol, somebody just probably wanted to rob him, and because he had a lot of money, they decided to attack him, that's all.
What is Fabiola doing here? She doesn't even love him.
Marisol, you have got to calm down. Even if Fabiola and Alonso aren't going out anymore, she probably hasn't stopped loving him, and he's still important. She is here because she wants to know how he is doing, understand?
Hello.
How are the findings, Doctor? How is Alonso doing? Please tell us.
He just had some minor complications, but he overcame
thank
them. The good part
heavens.
is that he reacted. And even when he is still critical, the fact that he overcame this emergency it's a good sign, I promise you that.
Really? Doctor, so when can we see him? Tell me.
That's what I came here to tell you. It would be very good for him if someone talked to him right now. You could do that.
No. I really would like his daughter to do that. She's the one he loves most in this world.
Yes, I agree. Follow me, miss.
Thank you.
Go on, sweetie. Go ahead.
You made a good decision, Martha, to send for Marisol.
Thank you. I just want what's best for him, Fabiola. And I know that you do too.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
Excuse me, but I have to speak with you about the veterinarian. I understand that you were the last person that saw him before the robbery.
Yes, that is true.
My goodness, Dad.
Calm down, miss. Just calm down. I am going to leave you here for a few minutes. Just talk to him and tell him what you feel, what you expect of him. You've got to be very strong and calm.
Can he hear me?
I don't know. Perhaps he can. But what I'm sure of is that now he needs you more than ever. I'll be outside. If you need anything, just press the button and I'll come right away, all right?
Yes, thank you. Daddy.
This woman is involved with that man. They know each other, and I don't like that. I have a bad feeling about this. Daddy, I love you. And all I want is the best for you. Don't you think it's weird that Malena hid the fact that she was a friend of Dr. Forero? Why did they hide it? Why didn't they tell us the truth from the beginning, Dad? Why?
What are you waiting for, darling? Come on, forget your worries and come to sleep with me. Come to sleep. I will caress you and kiss you to help calm you down. You look very tense.
There are moments when I feel everything is under control. But all of a sudden, uncertainty and chaos come rushing back.
You've got to forget what's happening around you, darling. And that is why you have people working for you, so that you don't have to worry so much and you can stay away. Come.
Yes, I guess you're right.
Olegario! Olegario, what's wrong? Olegario? Olegario? Olegario?
Bandida